Welcome to Bible Verse Daily. May God bless us as we listen to today's reading, Gospel, and the words of the Holy Father, and may the Holy Spirit guide us in our reflections. Let us begin. May 10th, 2023, Wednesday of the 5th week of Easter. Reading of the day. A reading from the book of the Acts of the Apostles, Acts 15:1-6. Some who had come down from Judea were instructing the brothers, "Unless you are circumcised according to the Mosaic practice, you cannot be saved." Because there arose no little dissension and debate by Paul and Barnabas with them, it was decided that Paul, Barnabas, and some of the others should go up to Jerusalem to the apostles and presbyters about this question. They were sent on their journey by the church and passed through Phoenicia and Samaria, telling of the conversion of the Gentiles, and brought great joy to all the brethren. When they arrived in Jerusalem, they were welcomed by the church, as well as by the apostles and the presbyters, and they reported what God had done with them. But some from the party of the Pharisees who had become believers stood up and said, "It is necessary to circumcise them and direct them to observe the Mosaic law." The apostles and the presbyters met together to see about this matter. Gospel of the Day. From the Gospel according to John 15:1-8. Jesus said to his disciples, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them and throw them into a fire, and they will be burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples." The Gospel of the Lord. Words of the Holy Father. When one is intimately united to Jesus, he enjoys the gifts of the Holy Spirit, which are, as St. Paul tells us, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Gal 5:22. These are the gifts that we receive if we remain united in Jesus, and therefore a person who is so united in him does so much good for neighbor and society is a Christian person. In fact, one is recognized as a true Christian by this attitude, as a tree is recognized by its fruit. The fruits of this profound union with Christ are wonderful. Our whole person is transformed by the grace of the Spirit. Soul, understanding, will, affections, and even body, because we are united body and soul. We receive a new way of being. The life of Christ becomes our own. We are able to think like him, to act like him, to see the world and the things in it with the eyes of Jesus. And so we are able to love our brothers, beginning with the poorest and those who suffer the most, as he did, and love them with his heart, and so bear fruits of goodness, of charity, and of peace in the world. Thank you for listening to today's reading, Gospel, and the words of the Holy Father. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace.